sound.
Great. Jefe de Estado es una película de acción que combina comedia y un elencazo. 3 actores que queremos mucho y que los tengo frente a mí. Gracias. Thanks for your time. Idris, Priyanka, John, congrats for the movie.
Thank you.
It's so fun.
Thanks.
So fun. Priyanka, what was your first reaction after reading this crazy and original script?
I laughed out loud in a lot of places. I think the intentionality of this, the humor in the script was very evident. And then I kept thinking of these two in those parts, which just like made it so much funnier. And we were shooting in the most incredible locations in the world. So I was like, you know what? This is a good one to do. I should be on board this one.
So what makes this action movie different from others?
I think being able to lean into the comedy and in a global sense. I mean, a lot of the comedy is told through the action. So if you don't understand the puns between characters, or if you're a little bit slow to get the quips and humor, a lot of the comedy is physical comedy. And there's still valuable stakes, so it's not just gags. You follow the movie and its story. And that and the developed characters, I think, gives us an advantage to hold an audience, for sure.
Idris, what was the coolest thing playing your character?
It was pretty cool to play the Prime Minister of the UK. That's my home. I get to play the Prime Minister. It was also really cool to drive the beast in the movie. I mean, this is a monster.
It's a cool
but it's
car.
a cool car. I get to whip it good. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
What was the most difficult or funny scene altogether?
I think difficult.
Altogether?
I think some of the ensemble stylistic shots that.
Oh
that
yeah,
Elliot had.
the long big
Like
shot
the long
in the
drawn
trailer.
out oneers. It's just so many moving pieces. It's
Yeah.
weird because on paper it doesn't. It's like, oh, we'll be okay, but everything has to
And
look
in
and be
real?
perfect.
Or
And-
even the little ones. Turn around and look.
Yeah. But I know I was too late. It's too early. The light over there was wrong.
Shorter, longer.
The
Yeah.
specificity of what Ilya was looking for. Sometimes it's like the simplest thing would turn out into be a steeper hill to climb. Yeah, that's it. There's a loaded
Did you do-
sentence right there.
Did you do any of your stunts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did lots of it.
great.
Yeah, there was
It
a
was a big
lot
part of
of
it.
practical stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Priyanka, did you add anything to your role to Noel in the creating process?
I think so. I think that, when a writer is writing a script, you write it, but when actors come in, our jobs are to breathe in life and, create this person from paper to coming alive. And so I think so. I think Ilya and I had lots of conversations about, there was this, I have to admit, it was really funny. So because I'm playing MI6, Ilya and I had this conversation about having a British accent, okay? And I had this dialect coach on set for the first 2 days. You remember her?
Oh boy. Yes, I do.
The first 2 days. And she would come in these long shots to correct one word or the other. And
One word?
Just like one word saying, oh, your A wasn't right. And it's like, oh. And
And sometimes, ignorance is passable. If this person just didn't know the operation of it, she just wanted to make sure, or she was doing her job. She wanted to make sure you
She
spoke
did.
proper British. But she would come in during the takes. Because she would hear something that's like, oh, it's never going to pass, we're never going to air it, so I'll just go in and bust the take.
And
Without cut.
one day John looked at me and goes, is this self-inflicted?
I was like, yo, can you just talk how you want and we just scrap the other stuff? It's like,
Died, and she never returned after that.
but yes, I think we just chose to go in a different direction. I'm not going to fault her for doing a
It's
job. She heard
self-inflicted.
something like, that's not passable. There's no way you can do that. Yeah.
She just walked in
I was
between
just-
shots. It
I
was
couldn't believe it. I
hilarious.
was like, what the All right.
Sorry, that was funny.
Great.
So that was my contribution.
Yep. Good
It
choice.
was.
Good choice.
Perfect. Idris, if you could change any aspect of Sam, what would it be? Perhaps.
Sam.
Yes.
Critique your character.
Yeah.
You had a do-over.
Yeah. What would you change?
What would I change? Sam is you know, he's repressed. He's English, so he's repressed. He has this sort of like turn the other cheek. He's a bit more doesn't wear his feelings on his arms. I would open him up a little bit. You know, there's a storyline, no spoilers, that you know Sam and Noel have, and he's like, he's like a little kid in there. I'd like to see him open up a little bit if I could, because yeah, you know.
Next one.
The next one, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yes. John, who's the best?
Me.
Idris or your character?
Oh my God, Idris is the best. You're asking if my character's better than a
Why?
wonderful human being? Idris is going to win that 99 times out of 100, unless I get to play Idris Elba in a movie.
Well, that
Then my character would be the best.
I would love to see that.
I would actually really
Yeah,
enjoy
that's
what
the
comes
only way
out
my
of that.
character would ever best Idris Elba.
I would
So
love
my
to see
character
what
is
comes
Idris
out of
Elba.
Guys, I got a list of questions from my followers to you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Fire away.
If this movie had a blooper reel, who would appear the most?
John.
John?
No comment.
It's definitely John.
Okay. If your characters used a dating app, what would their profiles say?
It's complicated.
Okay.
I'm busy. I run a country.
Don't wait up for me.
Nice, that's good.
That's great. Describe the movie using only sounds, no words.
Headphones on.
Great. Great. Priyanka, if you had to...
What?
Big
That
lungs,
is
man.
Priyanka, for
that's
you.
the me.
Dude, that was
I want that to
long.
be my ringtone.
Oh my God. Or your alarm. My alarm in the morning.
If you had to choose a Jonas Brothers song to define the movie, which one it would be?
No, the Jonas Brothers are too joyous and wholesome for this. Well, which song? Maybe Paranoid.
Paranoid is a good one.
There's this
Yes.
bit which is like super rock and roll in that song, and I think that would be a really good background for this.
If you had to reshoot Head of States, but as a musical, who sings lead?
Priyanka would be singing.
Yeah, that's on
Right? Like singing and kicking
I mean,
ass.
I can't even sing, but in this trial,
You
I
can.
You don't know.
you. You're up front. You're up front. Yep.
I'm the leader
John
of the
would be
band.
rapping.
I'm playing the cowbell.
Yes.
Okay. Did any scene feel too real or intense while shooting?
I was on fire at one junction. They lit my arm on fire.
Like,
Yes.
properly on fire.
Like, and I had to hold it. The camera was right there, and I was like, okay, action. Ah!
That was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
And
it was like real fire.
It was real
Wow.
fire.
And the last one, why we should watch Head of States?
It's a fun ride. People like to be entertained. I mean, what you can watch it on your phone, anywhere, everywhere, at your convenience on Prime Video, and it is a fun movie. You can see the fun and the chemistry between us three. Now put a movie around us. It's absolutely fantastic. We hope audiences love it.
And it's coming on July 4th. You're anywhere with your friends
July-
and your family. Well, second July 4th weekend.
Okay.
You can watch it on July
but
4th.
You
so
can watch it
After you watch it on July
watch it
2nd.
again.
Yes.
You can
2 or
watch it.
4.
It releases on
Yes,
2, but you
of
can
course.
watch it anytime you want, at the convenience of your couch with your friends and your family.
Yeah.
And it'll be awesome.
Hey, it's escapism at home.
There you go. Right on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Javier.
Si te gustó este video, dale like, compartilo en tus redes sociales y suscríbete a mi canal.